This week, can Dungey make it to 41? Will Muscan retake the #1 plate? Can Weenan hold on to his, or will Hetrick steal it away? What about road racing? Did this really happen in a race? And how about a trip up the hill in under 7 seconds? We've got all the answers only on the Racer X Show. Hi, and welcome to the Racer X Show. I'm Greg. Thanks for joining our racing highlight and news show. We've got all that stuff that's in the teas, plus we'll update you on the crazy MotoGP season and tell you how you can win a 450 motocrosser of your choice. So let's go.
The Racer X Show with Greg White is being presented by Acerbis, Soul and Passion, and by Yoshimura, the leader in performance exhausts.
Let's start the show with the motocross segment presented by Acerbis, where in the 250 class, we're still waiting for that straight-up battle between Jeremy Martin and Marvin Muscan. But this one was a tale of good starts and bad starts. At the 450s, well, the narrative, a comfy Ryan Dungey facing a surging Ken Roczen. And what a second moto we had. To Jason Wygant and Grant Langston for the highlights.
The rolling hills of southwestern Pennsylvania welcome you to round 5, the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship, sanctioned by AMA Pro Racing, the UPMC Sports Medicine High Point National. Do the Lucas Oil race recap. Good start for Marvin Muscan. Up against an army of Geico Hondas, and he gets his Red Bull KTM out front of them all. Motorsport.com whole shot for the number 25. He was too hard to stop from there. His title rival, Jeremy Martin, not a good start. He had to work very hard to get up inside the top 5. This outside line, his corner leading to the finish, did some serious work there. Made, I think, 3 passes in that section, but was only able to get up to 4th at the end. Actually was beat by his brother Alex. Here is Alex on the 31. Great riding for him.
Nice to see him on the podium. Look at that, just full commitment, get that bike land over. I mean, he railed that rut, looked just like his brother, but no one could stop this guy. Start to finish, just how he rode it up in his dreams.
Yeah.
Moto 1 in the book.
Cianciarulo finishes 2nd. Martin beats Martin 3rd and 4th. Osborne back to 5th. Savacci gets Hampshire late. Craig back to 8th. Plessinger and Nelson round out the top 10. Zach Osborne gets the Motorsport.com whole shot on that Rockstar Husqvarna. Little mistake here, barely gets over the top of that triple jump. That allows Marvin Muscan to get inside, take the lead, and take off. Osborne, though, held on strong to finish 2nd. And then behind him, he had a battle of the Martins. Joey Savacci was 3rd. Alex and Jeremy Martin fighting for 4th. Jeremy around the outside, able to take over that position. Valuable championship points there. So the younger brother beating the older one in this one. Muscan, like we said, cruising to victory. We just talked to him before the break. He's definitely happy and also retakes the series points lead. Osborne 2nd in this moto. Savacci, we mentioned, in 3rd. Jordan Smith, good run to finish 6th. Craig Nelson, McElrath, Plessinger in the top 10. You will not see Dungey up front early. Didn't get a good start here. Christophe Pourcel thought he had it. Went wide in turn 1. It gets edged out by Justin Barcia. See Dungey back there about maybe 7th. Barcia in the lead, but look at Dungey go to work here in the number 5, Grant.
Oh, his opening few laps were something special. He just carved through the pack, made it look quite easy. Up the inside here, gets Pourcel, doubles through that turn. Look at that. He was just on rails, gets to the front quickly, round, squares up Barcia here, finds some smooth ground, gets the drive, and that was all she wrote.
Dungey wins that one by 4 seconds over Roczen, who is pushed to the end by Pourcel and Anderson. So a rally here for the Husqvarna boys. Both in the top 5. Barcia recovers for 5th. Tickle over Seeley, 6th, 7th. Noren, Brayton, Hahn round out the top 10. Nice job, Will Hahn, getting inside the top 10. Another great start for the Rockstar Husqvarna of Christophe Pourcel. That's the white motorcycle. Holds the inside line, holds the pack off, and he holds the Motorsport.com whole shot award. Watch out for the number 1 of Ken Roczen. He gets around Justin Barcia to get to 2nd, and now he's battling with Pourcel for the lead.
Yeah, and then comes up the inside. Pourcel has a look over, leaves the door open. Roczen gets by him, and he would hold the lead, but not without some pressure from the points leader, Ryan Dungey. Right on him for most of this race. And then towards the end, see Dungey making a few little mistakes. From there, Roxon just eliminated the mistakes and rode phenomenally well. And the number one finishes just there.
Yeah.
First.
Number one today, and that is huge. This guy started the year off with a back injury. We really thought that we would see. I was waiting for the press release to say he was out with a back injury
So
and not going to be able to
glad we
race
didn't get
this
that one.
summer. No, we did not.
Yeah.
Instead, he's actually recovered, and he's finally got a victory this year. Dungey finishes second. Anderson and Porcel put those Husqvarnas in the top 5. Barsha splits them in 4th. Pike and Nicoletti, those are Barsha's teammates. Good runs for them, 6th and 7th of the Yamahas. Tickle, Hahn, and Seeley round out the top 10.
What Ken Roczen did in Moto 2 was just awesome. The fastest laps of the day were put down early in the day, when the track is in good shape. 11:05 a.m., Christophe Porcel uncorked an out-of-nowhere 158.4, the only rider in the 58 range. Fast forward to 4:23 p.m., 450 Moto 2, Roczen unleashes a 6-lap string of fast ones, which ended to the amazement of all with a 158.1 on a ripped-up high point. And what really struck me in the post-race press conference was Roczen's comments. He told me that the team still has work to do to make the bike better, and he feels there's room to improve. Dungey's riding great, the Red Bull KTM team is doing work, but you have to raise your eyebrows if you're those guys. Roczen looks hungry, and I am digging it. We're off next week, our first break of the season, but you can still check out all the archived races on ProMotocross.com. Make sure you log in after you finish watching the show and check out all the motos from the first 5 rounds of the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross season. If you're in the market for a new 450, make sure you've entered for a chance of a lifetime. You can win a brand new 450 motocross bike and pick it a Honda, Husqvarna, Kawasaki, KTM, Suzuki, or Yamaha, and it'll look like the factory bike. Which would you choose? It's easy. All you do is go to wina450.com and buy as many raffle tickets as you like. All the proceeds go towards funding the Asterix Mobile Medical Center, which aids injured riders at the Pro Motocross races. You have until August 21st. The next day, at the Bud Light Ironman National in Crawfordsville, Indiana, the winner will be announced. You don't need to be present to win, so get your tickets now, wina450.com. Which motorcycle would you choose? Now our road race segment presented by Yoshimura and a look at round 5 of the Moto America Series. This time to the deep south in Barber Motorsports Park in Birmingham, Alabama, where in the Superbike class, number 1 plated Josh Hayes is trying to figure out how to grab back some points from his teammate and championship leader, Cameron Beaubier. And in this one, the Monster Energy Graves Yamaha teammates put on a great show for the fans and brought the championship back together. When Superbike Race 1 started, it was Yoshimura Suzuki's Roger Hayden on the 95 who got the early jump. But a few turns later, and number 6 Beaubier forces his way past. Number 1 Hayes, not wanting his teammate to skedaddle, went by Hayden also. But close to the museum turn, contact shown on Hayes' onboard, he'll save it but drop back. With a clear track ahead, Beaubier started to check out. That was until this high side by Cam took him out of the race. He'd be okay. Hayden had to take evasive action, losing a bit of time to Hayes. Eventually, they go side by side into turn 1, making it all about the brakes. Hayes wins the battle. The red flag flew for a crash on the track, ending racing early. So the win goes to Hayes. Series rookie Jake Lewis with another podium finish to add to his palmares. He's the only rider in the top 4 without a DNF, but all the love to Hayes.
Got myself up to where I was behind Cameron, and I was like, man, I just got to stay steady and try to keep a pace that keeps pressure on him, because I knew 10 laps, 12 laps, 15 laps in, tires were going to be such an issue. It was going to start getting really slippery and really easy to make a mistake.
On to race 2, 91 degrees, track temperatures super hot, making tire grip a premium at best. With Hayden struggling to keep pace with the Yamahas, it came down to the final lap between Hayes and Beaubier. And the drag race to the line gave the leader Beaubier the win. With Cam finishing this one, it moved the Yosh duo back a spot. KTM's Chris Fillmore and Geico Suzuki's Chris Ulrich had a great battle in 6th. But Cam was the man.
We were kind of sizing up each other. Like, I felt when he passed me, I saw where he was better than me. And obviously when I was in front of him, he saw where he was better.
So after those 2 races sorted themselves out, it's tight again. And in less than 2 weeks, that series heads to Miller Motorsports Park. That should be close racing with the top 4. You can catch Moto America's 1-hour highlight show this weekend on CBS Sports Network. It all begins at 3 p.m. East, noon Pacific, on Sunday the 21st. In the MotoGP World Championship, things are even tighter as Movistar Yamaha's Jorge Lorenzo goes tops again over his teammate Valentino Rossi. World champion Marc Marquez crashed out again, now 5th in the championship hunt. Rossi matched Lorenzo's pace in the race, but a better start from the Spaniard in Catalunya was the key. Lorenzo now trails Valentino by 1 point after his 4th win in a row. The FIM ENI World Superbike Championship is in Italy this weekend. TV coverage begins at 6 a.m. East on beIN Sport Network. Both Superbike races back-to-back, so check it out. And that is our road race segment, presented by Yoshimura. Round 2 of the AMA Pro Hillclimb Series was at White Rose Motorcycle Club's Hill in Jefferson, PA, about a week ago, where thousands of people showed up to witness our first double winner of the season. In the smaller displacement extreme class, things got hot early as Lancaster, Pennsylvania's Phil Libhart rode fast and first, posting a 7.680 second ET. Then the number 1 plated John Kester crested the hill in 7.464. He would hold on to that through the intermission heading into run 2. And when Libhart kicked things off in the second half, he shot up the hill, stopping the clock at 7.022. Vinny Nuzzolilli shaved more than half a second from his first ride to wedge himself into second place at 7.348. And this is how they'd finished. Robert DeBusk missed the podium by 79 thousandths of a second. What a heartbreaker. In the Premier Unlimited Class number 2, Jay Sahlstrom was the first rider on the day to drop into the sixes with a 6.978 second ET on his first run. That would lead the way into intermission. But on the second run, Vincent Nuzzolilli moved ahead of Sahlstrom by 0.035 of a second for the lead. Nuzzolilli's time forced the ride by Sahlstrom, who was waiting to ride last. Libhart was on the 15-minute clock sorting out bike issues, which actually made Sahlstrom ride early. He posted an ET of 7 seconds flat, not enough to win. Libhart riding a spare bike, then topped the hill with the fastest time of the day, 6.912 seconds. That run nudged Nuzzolilli to second, Sahlstrom to third, unable to better his first run time. Now to the high-flying, bar-banging action of the Mountain Dew ATV Motocross National Championship and their 6th stop of the year. This time, Sunset Ridge MX in Walnut, Illinois. Hot and humid conditions would test the racer's fitness, but the real storyline reads like this. Defending champ Wienen Motorsports' Chad Wienen just got back his red number 1 plate from the very fast Joel Hetrick on his Hetrick Racing Corrosion Specialties Honda. And Chad, he doesn't want to give it back. So what's Hetrick gonna do about it? To the video we go. Well, he started out in the right direction, earning the ATVRider.com Fastest Qualifier Award. Hetrick put his Honda, which was in pink this weekend in honor of the event's theme in support of breast cancer awareness, into the lead and earned the SSI Decals Hole Shot Award for the opening AMA Pro ATV Moto, with Wienen and Maxxis Yamaha's Thomas Brown in tow. Wienen applied the pressure on Hetrick early and was able to make the pass for the lead on the opening lap. Hetrick stuck with Wienen's rear fender for the entire moto. Hetrick never sat more than a 1.5 seconds behind and even posted the fastest lap of the moto in pursuit of his rival. On lap 9, Hetrick closed down the deficit to mere bike lengths and made a run for the win in the late stages of the moto, but Wienen would go on to lead all 11 laps of the moto. Round 5 winner Brown got the whole shot in moto number 2, and with a clear track ahead, Brown was able to rip it. So much so that by the halfway point, Brown's lead was in double digits. With Brown pulling away, Wienen settled into second, knowing the overall would be his with a runner-up finish. The pressure was on Hetrick, who had to fight his way forward from a 5th place start. He would eventually break free of his battle to earn 3rd. Wienen's 1-2 gives him his 3rd overall of the season. Brown nudges out Hetrick with that Moto2 win, but we get to hear from Chad.
You know, we had a great mud setup, and a lot of guys decided not to go with the mud setup, and man, Thomas and I nailed it, and he ended up getting the whole shot, and I followed him behind him. I was probably about 4th or 5th, but man, made some quick passes right away, and just rode it to the finish in second for the 1-2 overall.
Wienen's win moves him 15 points ahead. Hetrick also lost ground to Brown, who sits 26 points out of the lead. The next one, 2 weeks, round 7, from Spring Creek Motocross Park in Millville, Minnesota on the 27th. You can catch round 5 action on MAV Television Network Saturday, June 20th at 10:30 a.m. East, 7:30 a.m. on the other side of the states. Okay, how do you know you're having a great year racing a motorcycle? How about leading 2 national championships in different disciplines? Enter Caleb Russell. The North Carolinian is crushing it in the GNCC series and recently won his first Kenda National Enduro. Well, he's back at it in Upton, Wyoming, and here's how it went. A saturated course greeted racers for round 6 of the Kenda AMA National Enduro Series, where we'd see FMF KTM teammates Caleb Russell and Russell Bobbitt go after the win for the Inya Cara National Enduro. Russell kicked things off with a big win, posting a time that was 1 minute 35 seconds faster than Colorado's Ian Blythe. Bobbitt was fastest in test number 2, edging Russell by 27 seconds. Russell came back with a strong ride in the 3rd test, posting another win. Bobbitt won the final test, but it was Russell's consistency that earned him the overall win as the North Carolina rider finished the day with 3 second-place times to go with his 2 wins, while Bobbitt had 2 test wins, a 3rd, and 2 fourths. Beta USA's Corey Buttrick claimed his best finish of the year, riding the new 430 RS to 4th. But hats off to Caleb Russell on another overall win in Enduro. It's an all KTM affair up front. Russell has 2 wins and 3 seconds in the 5 this season. And with no conflicts in the schedule for Russell, he's got a great shot at winning the National Enduro and GNCC titles. That would be something. 4 Enduros to go. Did you know you can catch more detailed coverage of the Kenda National Enduro Series anytime on nepgshow.com? Just log on and start watching. How about experiencing some new types of racing? This weekend, AMA Pro Flat Track invades Hagerstown, Maryland on Saturday. Don't miss that. AMA Pro Hillclimb stops for a midweeker during Bike Week in Laconia. So much fun to watch. The technical, rocky, and sometimes sloppy Snowshoe GNCC, both days this weekend. Come to West Virginia and check it out. And if you're in Italy, on the Adriatic coast, go see World Superbike Racing. And there you go. Have fun.
The Racer X Show with Greg White is being presented by Cherubies, Soul and Passion, and by Yoshimura, the leader in performance exhausts.
Well, that's it for us this time. We hope you enjoyed it. Share this video with everyone you know and you don't know. You know, Facebook, you don't know half the people that you're friends with. For the fine crew here at the Racer X Show and Racer TV, I'm Greg. Thanks for watching. And make sure you keep it locked here all the time because we are all racing all the time. Bye-bye.